can hear you great, sir.
Fantastic. Hey, I think we're well on our way to having a good recording here, so I appreciate all the reminders. And tonight we do have the Native app overview. We're just literally days away from getting all that out. I appreciate everybody getting on the call tonight. The purpose of this call is to give you guys an idea where we're at, what stage of the process, but most importantly, I want you guys to see the contrast of not just the design, but the performance of what we've been working on behind the scenes. And what you guys are going to see today is just the tip of the iceberg of what's been happening behind the scenes. And over the next 30 days, and I don't mean to say that the Native app is going to take 30 days to roll out. It's certainly not going to be that long. But you're going to see a lot of the things coming to fruition that have been built behind the scenes. Over the next week to 2 weeks, we're actually going to be dripping out information highlighting a specific feature of the new Native app and some of the things that are going to be going on with the sharing features and some of the other features in there that will be dripping out to the field a feature at a time to give you guys a thorough education on what this thing is capable of, not from just a user standpoint, but also from a standpoint of building your business. So I think you guys are going to be real excited about that. So what I'm going to share with you today is actually a piece of software that emulates a mobile app on a phone. So it's not going to look exactly like it would on your specific phone. It won't be as rich. It won't look as good on the screen today as what it will look on your phone, but it still looks dynamite. And one thing you're going to notice specifically is the speed of the app compared to what you guys have. It's in a true native environment, which is a fancy way of saying that this thing is high speed and it's low drag, and it's a fantastic user experience that this app is going to offer you, your brand partners, and your connectors. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to open this app up in this piece of software here. What you guys are going to see first here is obviously a really cool looking cityscape screen. It already has me logged in. One thing from the last Native app overview that we've actually made a change on here that you guys are going to see is the local categories. You see right up here, currently the local categories are listed as a menu item. What we're in the process of doing is moving that from the menu itself to the local section of the app. So this category where it says local categories up here, if you just simply click on that, you're going to get a drop down to see the categories. And in this case, the categories, you're going to be able to sort these local merchants by our food and drink, health and fitness, beauty and spa, shopping, professional services, and home services. So you'll be able to sort through the hundreds of different merchants and offers in the local categories with that drop-down menu there. So that's something that's a little bit new from the last overview that we gave you guys here. If we go to, let me go ahead and pull up one of these merchants for you. And if we go down here, you're going to see some of these don't have images available. And with our new merchant enrollment page, we're actually going to require a merchant upload their image. We're not going to have this happening inside the app because we do want the app to look dynamite when people are using it. And when merchants don't upload their image, it does hurt the user experience a little bit. So we're actually going to make that a requirement with the new enrollment page. So let's go ahead and click on one of these local merchants. Let's go ahead and click on maybe La Bella Vita. Click on the More button. And now you're going to see here, we have the ability now to display the merchant's address. We can actually display the Facebook and Twitter button for their account. So if they happen to have a Facebook page or a Twitter page, that'll be integrated. The mapping link for you to actually map your way to that location is already built in there. We also have another feature here, how many of your friends have actually visited this location. So that's kind of cool. And then if you go down here to the bottom, you see the green bar here. Let me move this over in the center of the screen. That's just a little bit less distracting. And the green bar is actually linked to the phone application so that you can actually just hit that green bar and call that location if you want to make a reservation. You can certainly do that. We have somebody on the speaker line that's actually unmuted. If you hit star 6 on your phone, it'd be greatly appreciated. So on the Bella Vista, obviously, if you're interested in this specific offer, you can click on the Accept button. And when you accept an offer, actually going to go automatically and take you to the My Deals area, because this is a little bit of a two-stage process, and this is important because as you're scanning the merchants and their deals, some of these deals are going to appeal to you and some of them aren't. be at that merchant's location necessarily right then. So what this allows you to do is accept the deal, and then when you get to that merchant, you're going to see a list of the deals you've accepted to go to the My Deals area, and you'll actually be able to click on the offer you want when you get to that merchant location and then hit the redeem button. So once you're in the geo-fenced area of that merchant location, you can go ahead and hit the redeem button, and then the merchant's going to actually be able to see the redemption code so that they can pass on the discount to you. Now, as I'm going from screen to screen here, you guys are noticing how much quicker and faster that this is. Obviously, the design improvements speak for themselves. It's night and day from the design standpoint, but the speed, performance, and the actual user experience is completely different from the hybrid version of the app. So that's going to be something that's going to be extremely noticeable improvement from what you guys have installed on your phones right now. Now, if we go back here to the profile area, you'll be able to click on and edit your profile, whether it's your email address, whether you're a male or female, your birth date, how many miles away you want to see an offer, and you can edit your profile information right there. Now, one thing I want to show you here is the national in-store section. And you remember how long, in some cases, how long it takes to load the top 100 national in-store deals closest to your phones, because there's a lot of images that are loading. But when I click on this, I want you guys to notice how quickly this loads. So I'm going to go click on it right now. And when I do that, you can see literally within a second or two, you've got all of these images that are popping up. You can see the Walgreens, the McDonald's, Starbucks, Outback Steakhouse. We've got, I went a little bit too fast there. We've got lots and lots of offers here. Old Navy, lots of eating establishments are showing up in here now. Jamba Juice, Kmart, Sears. Also at the top here, you're going to see a keyword search field. So when you click and actually type in, let's go ahead and type in the word Sears, it's actually going to pull up all the offers associated with Sears, and you can see how quickly it did that. So whether it's Sears, let's go ahead and say Walgreens, it'll pull up all the Walgreens offers. In this case, we got 4 of them. So now having a search field in here is going to make it a lot more user-friendly for you guys. In this process, whether it's the national in-store, the local, or the national online, that process is always going to be constantly improving. It's going to constantly be a work in progress and being fine-tuned and enhanced. Now let's go to, guys, give me 1 second here. I'm going to mute the lines out. We got some background noise. Okay, let's see if that helps a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go to the national online section now. We've got our test feed in here right now. All we have is a few Amazon offers, so you won't be able to get the full experience as far as all the offers that are going to be in here, but you guys are fairly familiar with this. One thing I want to mention to you on this online feed is that most people use their mobile phone to research different products and services when they're actually in the store. They don't actually use their phone as much to do a lot of extensive online shopping. However, it is available inside the app, but we also wanted to make this available on the web as well, whether you're shopping on your tablets or your desktops or your laptops. So we're in the process of completing our website where you're going to be able to search by category, product category. You're going to be able to do keyword searches. You're also going to be able to sort from A to Z by the name of the merchant. Obviously, Amazon.com will be at the top of the list, but the thousands of merchants online that are big box and the tens of thousands of offers, all of that's going to be available on the website for you really to do a tremendous amount of online shopping. So when it comes closer to Black Friday and the holidays, you guys, that is absolutely going to go crazy. Now, these aren't typical cashback type deals. It's not a 1% cashback, 3% cashback, any of that kind of stuff. These are substantial offers that you guys are receiving, tens of thousands of them. They're constantly changing. It's a very, very expensive, populated area with tons and tons of offers that are constantly changing. So regardless of the time of the year, whether it's Christmas time, there's going to be Christmas categories, there's going to be Halloween categories, all that type of stuff. That's always going to be a living, breathing area, whether it's the online area or the in-store area. And as well as the locals. Locals are going to be changing their offers a lot as well. So this part of the platform is going to be available on your phones as well as online. Now, one really cool feature that you're going to be able to do online is you're actually going to be able to share any of these offers as you're searching through the online offers on this website. And when you share those on your Facebook or your Twitter, we're actually going to, our technology is going to embed your ID number into that coupon when you share it on your timelines. What that's going to do is anybody or any of your friends that see that on your timeline and say, hey, what a great deal, let me click on that. Before they can accept that offer, they actually first have to sign up for free and download the app for free and become your connector. So those individual coupons themselves, as you're sharing them on your different social media channels, are going to be a tremendous way for you guys to get the word out and harvest or gather connectors. So that's going to be a really cool feature that we're bringing to the table. Now, speaking of gathering connectors and inviting your friends and family and that sort of thing, if you go down here to the Invite Friends area, and right now these buttons are disabled, we've got numerous ways in here that you're going to actually be able to invite people, whether that's by text, email, Facebook, Twitter. We're also going to be adding LinkedIn and several other, Pinterest and several other platforms to this as well, that you're actually going to be able to invite people not only inside the app, but we got some really cool stuff that we can't wait to show you guys to do some state-of-the-art inviting, but in a very simple way. Tools that haven't been brought to the industry before. And when I say the industry, I mean the network marketing industry. There's some really, really powerful tools that we're going to be able to put in your hands, because the more ways we can give you guys to share and share in a big way, the more it's going to explode your business and obviously in turn the business as a whole. So you'll choose the method, in this case text. So we click on that. We've got these buttons disabled currently in the preview version that we're doing right now. But what it's going to do for the text is it's actually going to pull up all of your contacts' phone numbers, and you're going to be able to send an invite to 50 of those a day. You'll be able to choose the 50 you want to send to that day, and when that invite is sent, those 50 are going to be able to, they're going to automatically be removed from that list, so you won't have to sort through the entire list the next day. So, really cool stuff. It's going to make it super simple for you. Obviously, the invite by Facebook's already in the hybrid version of the app. We're going to try to enhance the API integration with Facebook as we move forward and open that up a little bit further for you. The invite by email and Twitter probably is going to be limited to one at a time right now. We've got to figure out some different strategies on how we can open that up in more of a bulk sending strategy. But for the time being, we'll let you guys invite by email or Twitter one at a time rather than in a bulk format. So that'll give you an idea of some of the other sharing features inside the app. The next one is going to be really cool. And you guys, I want you to fully understand this. We've got a Make Money video. We're actually going to remove one of these videos and make it just a 3-minute Steve Jobs video. But I want you guys to remember that the different invite tools that we're going to be giving you, and that every one of these tools that are in the app, every single connector is going to have access to. So whether they're pushing the button and inviting 50 a day, or 12 a day by Facebook, or one at a time by email or Twitter, in future platforms we're going to be adding, there's going to be connectors, adding connectors, adding connectors, adding connectors, to who knows how deep. But at any time, if any one of those connectors, regardless how deep, clicks on that Contact Me link, or that contact, and we're actually going to change the wording on that to contact, it's going to bring up a form that they can put in their name, email address, phone number, and a message that they can send, and that message is sent to the upline brand partner regardless how far up it's got to go. It's going to connect that potential connector. Now, remember, connectors getting connectors, you know how powerful that can get, how many there are. Regardless how deep they are, when they upgrade the brand partner, and they can do that by simply clicking on the Learn More link, it'll take them to their connector website where they can learn more, They can log into their back office and they can click on the upgrade to brand partner link. When they do, that's going to start what I call a depth charge. And that's a kind of a fancy way of saying that every connector above that connector is going to get a notification. They're actually going to get 3 notifications over the next 7-day period, letting those connectors above them know that, hey, so-and-so has upgraded to brand partner. You now have 7 days to upgrade, or you're going to lose out on the financial benefits of their efforts forever. So that whole fear of loss that's so proven in the industry, we've actually automated that and figured out a tremendous strategy to create potentially multiple coded bonuses without you touching a thing. It's basically hands-free money. So we're super, super excited. But the overall strategy is to get as many connectors, getting as many connectors, and all these different sharing platforms going as possible, so that we can load this pipeline that when you set off that depth charge as a result of one person upgrading, who knows what's going to happen from a coded bonus standpoint that way. This is going to be really, really cool how this is designed. Okay, we've got the Make Money, we've got the Help in FAQ. Obviously, you guys are familiar with this already, but for the Help in FAQ area, we're going to have frequently asked questions inside the app that we're going to be populating in here. And we've got a Help button up here that is going to pull up the same functionality. Then these 4 lines up here are actually going to be changing. Most people that are pretty app savvy realize that those 4 lines in the corner of an app means the menu button. We're actually going to make this easier because there's going to be so many people brought onto this app that download it. They're not going to be as savvy in a lot of cases, so we're just going to change those 4 lines to say the word menu and just make this super, super simple. I think that's important to point out because we've had a lot of people that have said, hey, I don't know what this does. What do those 4 lines mean? So we're going to make this as simple for connectors, brand partners, and users as possible. So guys, we are right at 19 minutes. These usually last 15 to 20 minutes. I believe we've got a good recording here. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert this recording, get it out to you guys as soon as possible so that you can start sharing this with your team and potential prospects for people who can't get on these live webinars. So I appreciate everybody taking time out of their schedules to get on. This will be the last call this week. Because I'm going to be on a plane headed back to Kansas City tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to do one tomorrow, but now that we have a recording, we'll get that in your hands and you can use it and share it as often as you like. So thank you. I saw somebody popped up a message that said, what about yesterday's call? Got some good feedback on yesterday's call. We recorded it, believe it or not. Now here's the bad news. Since we didn't use the conference call bridge inside the Join.me platform, we got a great screen recording with no audio. So I really apologize for that. We're actually going to be re-recording that training, market training from yesterday, and we'll get that out to you guys as well. So thank you again so much, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next app update call. Hopefully next week we can start doing these again. So appreciate everybody getting on, and I'll look forward to talking to you guys soon.